Hey guys, welcome back to Fire Emblem. The apprentice tactician crossing the young sword fighter Lyn. We're gonna get right into chapter 1. A strange pair on an even stranger journey. Prepare for the long road ahead. They go for Bulgar, a commercial center of sake. Unbeknownst to Lyn, she will discover something that will alter her life forever. Chapter 1: The Footsteps of Fate. Cross, over here. This is Bulgar, the biggest city in all of Sake. We should purchase supplies for our journey. Oh, what's dazzling! My bad. Let me restart that. Oh my heart, what a dazzling vision of loveliness! Oh, what beauteous one! Would you not favor me with your name, or better yet, your company? Where are you from, Sir Knight? That you would speak so freely to a stranger? Ah, I thought you'd never ask. I am from Lycia. I hail from the Callan Canton, home to men of passion and fire! Shouldn't that be home to callow oafs with loose tongues? Oh, you're even lovely when you're cruel. Let's go, Cross. I have nothing more to say. Wait, please. Sane, hold your tongue. Oh, Kent, my boon companion, why so veer on the expression? If your manner was more serious, I wouldn't have been so severe. But you have a mission to complete, Zane. I know that, but I still remain silent in the presence of such beauty. It would have been discourteous. What do you know of courtesy? Excuse me, you're blocking the road ahead. Would you be so kind to move your horses? Of course, my apologies. Thank you. You, at least, seem honorable enough. Pardon me, but I feel we've met before. I beg your pardon? Hey, no fair, Kent. I saw her first. Tisk. It seems that there are no decent men among the Lycia Knights. Let's go, Cross. I've run out of patience. Wait, it's not like that. Sane, you lout. Huh? Not like what? I thought you were. I am not you! Come, we must follow her. I suspect she might be. What? She's our mission. You're joking. Wait. Okay. Apparently that's a thing. Run! We're being pursued! Could it be those knights from town? No, it's not them. These men are out for blood. Aren't you the pretty one? Your name is Lindis, is it not? What did you call me? Who are you? What a waste, an absolute waste. Things I'll do for gold. Oh well, time to die, darling. Come on out, boys. Oh no, there are more than I can handle, but I won't give up. Hey, there she is. Huh? What? Phew, we finally caught up. Hold you there, what is your business? Such numbers against a girl? Cowards, every one of you. You're from... We can discuss that later. It appears that these ruffians mean to do you harm. It is a fight they want, then let them look at me. Stand back, I'll take care of this. No, this is my fight. Stay out of my way. Well, I can't just stand here and do nothing. I have a solution. You there, command us. I am Kent, a knight of Lycia. My companion is Sane. We will follow your orders in this battle. Is that acceptable, my lady?
Yes, it is. Cross and I will lead. Let's go.
Alright, we've got 2 companions. I didn't really go into classes yet, but she is a lord. There's not really much to go into that, except, well, it kind of gives away something that may show up later. But these guys are cavaliers. They can wield lances and swords, and they are on horseback, which shows they have a lot more movement, and they have a lot more aid and con than most. And each one of them, though, will have, like Sane, he has a D in lance and an E in sword. Kane's the opposite. So it's kind of like how you want to, which one you want to use for what situation. First off, we'll have Kent go up and give him a sword to the face. Reason for this is I usually don't use Kent or Sane. I mean, if you really, you can, and if you were to pick, I would say Sane's probably your better bet for a person to use. Reason for that is Sane gets an insane amount of defense. He is basically a truck. A tank that can be very useful. But I really like leveling up Lynn as much as I can, because having her a higher level makes her less vulnerable to being killed, which in games like this, that's something you want for everyone. But since it kind of makes more sense, you want the leader of your army to be the strongest. That's how I look at it. But I don't know why you would, but if you let people die, like, you could let Kent and Sane die, and there's that. But and nothing would really happen except that they wouldn't ever be in the story again. But for Lynn, if she dies, it's an immediate game over. And like, you can actually check the hold on. Huh. I could have sworn it showed also the yeah. I thought it showed the terms of defeat as well, but apparently not. But usually your terms of defeat is just you, usually. There's other situations that pop up that change this, but no matter what chapter it is, if Lynn dies, it's an immediate game over. She is one of the lords that go through the entire game, and she cannot die. Well, if she does die, you get an immediate game over. There's a couple of missions where you're asked to do different things, like if you need to capture something in a certain amount of turns, or I don't think that's the case in this particular game. Gosh, Sane is getting like beat up pretty badly. Okay, so back to what I was saying. There's a couple of missions where you have to protect people of really high importance and stuff. So what you do is, like, want to make sure the person stays alive, which usually means whatever you do, just don't ever let them near the person that you're supposed to protect. Which, if you do it right, it's not hard. Anyway. But also, like this, up up in the top right, you'll see it says defeat enemy. That's the term of victory. And the left and the 2, obviously there's only 2 enemies left. There you go. And we got him. I want to say this guy moves, but only if you're in his range. I may be wrong about that. We're gonna leave Saint over there. Okay, he doesn't move. I could have sworn he did. Alright, we will heal up and actually just wait. That's one of the things you want to do, especially if you don't know what exactly will happen in the fight. Especially if they can basically 2-shot you. You don't want you to be killed on their turn kind of thing. I'll explain a little bit more in a little bit. Cursed noise always tampering in other affairs. Like he can do 8 points of damage per turn. I could have actually attacked him, and if I got attacked and hit, I would have been okay. But like in Lynn's case, the guy can do 11 points of damage. I do have 100 hit, so I can hit him with Kent and then finish it off with Lynn. But normally I wouldn't let Lynn do that, because if she got hit, like in the prologue, that could end up going terribly if he hit her again. And since this is hard mode, they're more likely to hit you even though they have low hit rate. West! There was only supposed to be one young girl. And he dies. It was Zugu. What kind of name is that? Anyway, HP, strength, speed, and luck, I believe it was.
That was the last of him. Fantastic work, Cross. And now for the Knights of Lycia. You were going to share your story with me.
Yeah. We have ventured from Callan in Lycia in search for someone.
Lycia, that's the country beyond the mountains in the southwest, isn't it?
Correct. We have come as... I'm still trying to find out a name, a voice for Kent. Let me just think of it. We have come as messengers, and we have come as messengers to Lady Madeline, who eloped with a nomad 19 years ago.
Madeline?
Our Lord Marquis of Callan's only daughter. He was heartbroken his own daughter would abandon him, so eventually the Marquis simply declared that he had no daughter. Then this year we received a letter from Lady Madeline. It said that she, her husband, and their daughter was living in the Sake Plains. The Marquis was ecstatic to learn that he had a granddaughter of 18 years. And I remember the smile on his face when he announced he suddenly had become a grandfather. The granddaughter's name was Lindis, and this was also the name of the Marquis's wife, who passed away at an early age.
Lindis?
That she would bear the name of the Sword Marquis, bear this name, Sword the Marquis's heart. Now his only wish is to reunite with his daughter's, now his only wish is to meet his daughter's family at least once. This is why we're here. We didn't know Lady Madeline died a few days after sending her letter. We only learned this shortly after we arrived in Bulgar. But we also learned that all is not lost. Her daughter yet lives. We heard she was living alone in the plains. I knew it immediately. You are Lady Lindis.
Why would you think that?
Your resemblance to your departed mother is remarkable.
What? Did you know my mother?
I'm sorry I never met her directly, but I saw her portraits in Castle Calais.
To the rest of my tribe, I was always Lynn. But when I was with my parents, when it was just the three of us, I was Lindis. It was all so strange. I was alone in the world. And now I have a grandfather? Lindis. I never thought I would hear that name again. Wait. That bandit, he called me Lindis too.
What? How could he have?
It was the henchman of Lord Lundgren, wasn't he? Lundgren? Who's that?
He's the Marquis's younger brother. That seems like a better way. Everyone assumed Lady Madeline was gone forever. This made Lord Lundgren heir to the Marquis's title.
To be put bluntly, my lady, your existence is an obstacle to your granduncle's ambitions. I have no interest in inheriting any title. Unfortunately, your granduncle is not the sort of a man to believe that. I believe his attempts on your life will persist.
What should I do? Accompany us to Callan. Continuing this way is dangerous.
I feel like I have little choice. I will go with you. Cross, I'm sorry, this changes everything. What will you do, Cross? You want me to decide? Of course I want your companionship. It would do much to ease my journey, but it's going to be so dangerous. You'll come? Are you sure? Thank you. Let me ask you once again for your friendship and your aid.
Well, that was Footsteps of Fate. And yes, this is quite the adventure already. We have had an attempt on Lynn's life made, but we thwarted it. But it's not going to be the end of it. No, no. That would be way too easy, wouldn't it? Yes. This game has got a lot to it, and I will not... I just gotta say, all of it is completely... This entire game is completely cool with it. Some of the cutscenes can be kind of long, I will admit, but they only happen before the battle and after the battle. There's not many of those in-game, hey, how... like, hey, whatever's going on. But, anyway, thank you guys for watching Fire Emblem. We will pursue Chapter 2 in the next video. I don't know what episode of Minish Cap is going up at this point. But yeah, I'm in the middle of recording Minish Cap, and I decided, you know what? I'm going to be doing this. There is... The way I'm going to play this game, there's going to be a total of 32 chapters, but there are side quests as well, so that will extend it a couple of videos from that. This is going to be quite a long LP, but I'm going to try to make this more like instead of like a clumsy LP kind of thing like I did with Advance Wars. I want to take this LP a little bit more seriously. I'll take the cutscenes less seriously, of course, but the actual combat, I want to take it. I take the game very seriously on that because of the permadeath part, and I want to be able to give this as like a guide for people who've never played the game before, and how to successfully pull off the game until you're confident on your own and you can do this kind of a game and do it your own playstyle. But it's up to you how you take this LP. I don't know. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. and it kind of points out from what the other lady said. Hit this, and Kane. I'm gonna keep doing that. Sane and Kent will be able to go through. Lynn can travel the mountains, but she can't move far. It's kind of like how the infantry in Advanced Wars go through the mountains very slowly. I'm gonna make some comparisons to Advanced Wars, just kind of show how they show the concept. And as you can see, he cannot do that. It's like tanks trying to go over mountains. They can't do it. Alright. Oh, he hit Kent. That's not good. He'll